Yo, what is up guys, Apple Insights here, and we are 3 days away until the special event Apple Keynotes. It's going to be going live from Cupertino, California, the Steve Jobs Theater on the Apple Campus 2. Guys, this is so exciting. This is like what every Apple fan has been waiting for this entire year. The new iPhone XS, the new iPhone XS Max, the Apple Watch Series 4, and hopefully an iPad refresh. Hopefully some MacBook refreshes as well. A lot of new products are going to be released. Also the AirPower Mat, hopefully the AirPods 2 with the wireless charging capability. Hopefully all of this is going to be coming out on September 12th, which is 3 days away, next Wednesday. Before I begin with the details, I do want to say that I'm going to be going live on the Apple Insights YouTube page as I react to this keynote. So if you guys want to watch the keynote and also watch my reaction to it, you can do that as well. I'm going to be watching it, and I'm going to have that left on the channel for those who are not going to be able to make it to the actual live stream. You can watch my reaction later. So like, what can we expect from this keynote? What kind of things do we need to anticipate as we go into this gather round event? Of course, there's the iPhone XS and the XS Max. There's also the Apple Watch Series 4. So let's talk about this iPhone XS Max. I really hope that they changed this like last minute, but apparently this is what it's going to be called. I'm not really sure why. I would rather the iPhone XS Plus. That makes sense. You know, like the 6S Plus and the 7 Plus, the 8 Plus. It's just the Plus has a pattern in the naming system for Apple. Last week, the site discovered an official press image of the next generation OLED iPhones confirming the iPhone XS name. And since then, two sources familiar with Apple's marketing plans have said the company will likely refer to the larger model as the iPhone XS Max in order to distinguish it from the smaller 5.8-inch model. So basically, I guess what they're trying to do, since they have gone with the Plus schematic, the Plus pattern, they say, you know, 6 Plus, 7 Plus, 8 Plus. I guess when they reach 10, they're going to be changing the terminology instead of saying Plus to Max. So now, you know, for the next iPhone, iPhone 11, they might go with the 11 Max or the 12 Max, iPhone 13 Max. That's something that they're apparently trying to change the idea and the naming around. I mean, I know for sure Apple has had a lot of issues with naming. They have reportedly changed their names multiple times for the iPhone XS, you know, because the iPhones all kind of look the same from a distance, especially being the fact that the 5.8-inch model has more features and is more high quality than the 6.1-inch LCD model, the budget model, and the 6.1-inch model is larger than the premium model. So it's kind of confusing the people that are naming them because they don't know what to really call them. That's why the XS, XS Max, and I guess the iPhone 9 is what the 6.1-inch is going to be called. Now, the main difference of this iPhone, what's going to make this iPhone 6.1-inch model stand out, is obviously going to be the prices. As you guys know, the device is going to serve as the cheapest way to the iPhone X bezel-less design, with Apple saving some money by using an LCD display instead of an OLED and opting for a single lens camera as opposed to a dual lens camera system. So the components that make up the hardware of the device is actually going to be a lot on the cheaper end to keep the prices down, while also kind of giving you that same iPhone X aesthetic. And also, they're going to be coming in a lot of different colors, so it's kind of going to be like the refresh of the iPhone 5C. They're going to try this pattern again with the different color options, and I hope that it really does successfully, because that will show Apple that, hey, the consumers like colors, we want more colors. So I hope that, you know, the iPhone 6.1-inch LCD model, even though my favorite is the XS Max, I would rather the 6.1-inch model also do a lot more successful, because I want the company to see that consumers are investing in colorful phones. So moving away from the iPhone, we have to talk about the Apple Watch. Of course, Apple is likely to drop the Apple Watch Series 4, and it's going to bring a larger display, and it's also going to be like 15% bigger than the current Apple Watch Series 3. In terms of resolution, the Apple Watch Series 4 will likely feature a resolution of 384 by 480 for the 42mm model, which compares to the 312 by 390 for the Apple Watch Series 3. So a much larger display. It'll kind of almost look like edge to edge, which is going to really bring out the device. Me personally, seeing the thick bezels and seeing the very small square inside of the Apple Watch kind of bugged me, you know, because since the Sapphire itself can be edge to edge, it would be amazing if they would integrate that. So it looks like they are getting closer to a fully edge to edge bezel-less model. So I hope they keep working towards it for the Series 5 and so on, but the Series 4 will definitely have a larger screen, 15% bigger, that is, than the Series 3. But other than the larger display, obviously there's going to be other differences. They also plan to change the design of the digital crown. As you can see, the Series 3 had a fully red circular digital crown, and this one seems like it's going to have just a red ring around it, which I personally like better. So it just kind of gives you the same aesthetic, the same feel, without really overpowering the appearance of the digital crown. So I do like that. And in addition to the digital crown, we also saw on the schematic, the image that was released, well, that was leaked, really, is that the dot that usually is on the other side of the watch is going to be in between the digital crown and the side button, indicating that the microphone might be moving to the other side of the Apple Watch, which will hopefully improve the dictation when you say, "Hey Siri." So hopefully that's going to be something that improves with the movement of the actual microphone location. So moving on to the AirPods 2, something I'm probably going to be buying, like just because. I mean, I already have my own AirPods. You can see them right here, but of course I'd have to get the wireless charging case. But why not just get new AirPods? I mean, it would be nice to just get a whole new, brand new pair. I've dropped those a couple times, so I would like to have a brand new pair. So the AirPods also is supposed to have optimization for Hey Siri. So now the AirPods will listen for Hey Siri, which I like, because it was kind of a bother to have the phone nearby for the Hey Siri instead of having the microphones inside of the AirPods to listen for Hey Siri, and it just pairs with your phone and you can talk to Siri through the AirPods even if you're away from your phone. That alone is probably gonna have me buy me another pair of AirPods, to be honest. And also the new AirPods, in addition to the wireless charging case and the Hey Siri optimization, it's also supposed to have better Bluetooth capabilities, so it'll be a lot easier to pair them with your phone. I don't know how easier you can get than the W1 chip, which is obviously what allows the user to just place the device near the pairing device and it just automatically recognizes it, and then the little screen pops up and you just hit connect. I don't know what's easier than that, but apparently Apple is working towards a more easier solution, maybe for people who don't have an Apple device. Maybe like if you have a laptop and you want to do Bluetooth capabilities, maybe the Bluetooth chip inside of the AirPods will be improved for that purpose. But if you're pairing it to another Apple device like an iPhone or a MacBook or an Apple TV or an iMac, literally, it's like the easiest thing ever. So I'm not really sure how they're going to improve on that, but if there is a way, then I'm all for it, of course. And finally, well, not really finally, because there's probably other things going to be released, but the final thing that I'm anticipating more than anything, that I've been waiting for forever, is the Air Power Mat. There is no actual confirmation that they're going to release this in this event, but there are leads, there are rumors, there are hints that they possibly might release the Air Power Mat. I have been waiting for this since they announced it at the previous September event. They had an entire year to work on it. Of course, I knew they had complications with the Qi charging, the wireless charging mat, and then they had complications with the software optimization. I know they had a lot of issues, but I hope they got all the issues worked out and it's ready for release. That is my highest anticipated product. I really hope the Air Power comes out in 2018 this year and will be announced at the September event, because that's something that I've really been looking for. Air Power is going to allow users to charge their iPhone, their Apple Watch, and their AirPods on a single charging mat. The Apple Watch Series 3 and later is going to be supported, and the iPhone 8 and later is going to be supported. The AirPods are going to require an updated wireless charging enabled case to work with the Air Power, but Apple has said it will offer such a case for older AirPods as well. So they're going to let you do it. You don't have to buy a whole new pair of AirPods for this to work. You're going to just be able to buy the case separately from Apple, and then it'll just send you a brand new case and you just switch your AirPods to the new case. So glad they're doing that for those who don't really want to buy a brand new pair of AirPods to use the wireless charging mat. So that's good. Now the pricing for the Air Power Mat has actually been unclear for a very long time. There's really been no leads on like how much it's going to cost, although some people do predict it may cost about $160, which if we're talking about Apple, who have a really lot of expensive products, that's really not that bad for a wireless charging mat. Basically a dock, a flat dock that charges all of your devices at once. What I really also hope that they do in the future, in addition to the wireless charging mat, is have an Air Power stand. So that way the iPhone stands up and the Apple Watch can stand up, and there's maybe a little platform at the bottom, and you can stand up the AirPods so that they kind of stand up instead of laying flat. that would actually be a lot better than the flat design, because I actually have a flat wireless charging pad, and it's difficult to unlock the phone while it's still sitting on the desk because it's flat. The dot projector doesn't have a wide enough angle to catch my face. But if you have a stand, it's a lot easier to just look at it, unlock the phone, and see the notifications, and be able to swipe up and use your phone. So I hope that the AirPod, in addition to the charging mat, Apple works on a charging stand. That would actually be very nice. But that is all I'm going to be talking about in this video. Hopefully they release all of these things as expected, as planned, and I also hope they have a surprise for us. I don't want us to know everything. I want us to have a one more thing, again, that we don't expect. I just want them to release something that they just made sure never got out, no leaks whatsoever. I really hope that they don't even use the same images that was leaked of the XS and the Apple Watch and all that stuff. I just hope that they change everything and make it a very unique experience, because when you know what to expect, it kind of ruins it. You kind of know what they're going to say next. But when they surprise you, that is the classic experience of an Apple event. And so I hope they do that in 3 days. Guys, I am so excited for this. I will be going live on my YouTube page, so stay tuned for that. And I am so ready for September 12th and for the new releases of all Apple's products. Been waiting for this all year, as I know a lot of you guys have as well. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on September 12th. Hope you guys come with me as we gather round.